Here. I can't see. Hey, we decided to ditch the beer garden and the Grand Fig. Come on down to Key West, Florida, in the presence of the Grand Palm. Very nice. Hey, if you love beer and really, let's be honest, why else would you be here? Tap that subscribe button down below. Thank you for your sub and support. We're here in Key West, where it's another 95-degree day with a heat index of 111. And a beer that I've found here that a lot of the locals drink I had never heard of before, and I love that about traveling and especially coming down to the Florida Keys. I see Rio Lager everywhere here in the Keys, especially Marathon Key. I saw it, and obviously here in Key West. Usually sold at Winn-Dixie, I think. I got this. Talk about a cheap beer. You ready for this? A suitcase, 24 cans of Rio Lager for $11.99. I almost don't care what it tastes like. Let me repeat. 24 cans for $11.99. Rio, straight out of Guatemala City, Guatemala. It rings in at a 5.0, so not bad. You might want to be careful with 5.0 beers in the 111-degree heat that we're having here in Key West, but not bad. One thing I was sort of taken back by, and I've never seen on a beer before, it says contains sulfites. I don't know if you can read that. Contains sulfites. Now, I've heard about that in wine all the time, which tends to give me a headache when I drink wine. Not that I'm a big wine drinker, but I've never seen sulfites added to beer, but apparently it's a thing. Thanks, Google. So 5.0%, just to recap, out of Guatemala City, Guatemala. Rio is the beer. Let's go ahead and pop the top and see what we got. Thank you for your sub and support if you haven't subbed already. All right, nice crisp, clean crack of the can. I didn't do a whole lot of research on this other than read the back of the can and ask the locals about it. We're going to be pouring into the sold-out Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review Red Label glass for 2023. It made the trip with me, along with the sold-out Richardson's Leather Patch Painted Trucker Cap. Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review. Let's go for the pour, shall we? It is so hot down here. Here's a word of advice. If you're coming down to the Keys or you're drinking anywhere that's hot, bring some type of an insulated cup with you. Like a Yeti cup. I brought 2 of my Yeti cups down here because you can literally, unless you're slamming a beer, your drink will get hot almost immediately. So just keep that in mind. It's worth it, believe me or not. I know they're high priced. I don't like to pay that much. Excuse me while I adjust the exposure here. We just had a cloud go by. But it's definitely worth the price to keep your drink cool. Time for the nose, shall we? Sort of a Central American urinal smell. Not that I've really smelled a whole lot of Central American urinals, but kind of almost a baby diaper. Very sweet on the front end. I'm detecting a little bit of citrus, a little bit of spice, but not much. Maybe like a little bit of a cinnamon smell. So, all right, time for this. It's practically warm already. Time for the liquid to hit the lips. I don't want to drink it alone, so grab yourself a brew as we're here in Key West, Florida, and let's go. Cheers. Wow. Whoa. I did not expect that at all. Hold up the can again, they say. Rio also comes in a Rio Light. So if you get it back down to the store before we leave Key West, maybe we have a chance to squeeze in a Rio Light. This is definitely a lager. Some of the locals compare it to a Mexican beer, like Corona, Presidente, Tecate, blah, blah. It's similar because it's a lager and it's hot here. Maybe that's why they kind of compare it to Corona. Like I said, sweeter than I anticipated, sweeter than a Corona, definitely more flavor, a a lot of flavor. And a little bit of that cinnamon type of, almost like a sugar cookie I'm pulling out of that. I don't know if it's because I'm getting delirious from the heat. That's kind of what I'm getting. Very clean finish. Look at the head. What do I say about the head? If you've got good head, then it's some evidence of some sort of quality in the brewing process and other processes. Okay. I'm going to give you my score out of 5 stars, 5 being a very good cheap brew. Obviously, this Rio qualifies as a cheap brew. If you skipped ahead and you missed some of it, 24 cans, and I didn't see it for sale in anything less than 24 cans. That's an indication right there, for $11.99. If I do my beer math correctly, that's like 50 cents a can. Thank you for your sub and support, by the way. Please tap that subscribe button before I give you my final score. You're awesome. Thank you. Out of 5 stars, this is definitely going on the 4 shelf. I don't think I can put it up on 5. I mean, it is a pretty good cheap beer and a ridiculous value. I'm going to have to put you at a 4.8 out of 5 stars here in Key West, Florida, on the Southern Most Brew review. All right, thank you for your sub and support and watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have you ever had a Rio? What other Guatemalan beers would you like to see me review? Thank you again. It's a beautiful day here in Key West in the presence of the Grand Palm. And check out more of my brew reviews here on this channel and subscribe. We love you for it. All right, beautiful day. Grab yourself a brew and you drink that brew. Cheers.